When I say the word fire, what comes to mind? A giant blaze, firefighters with lights blazing, horns wailing, loud, flashy, adrenaline-inducing. Maybe you think on a smaller scale of fires that you put out each day, that angry customer, the curling iron you forgot to unplug. You may also think of all the ways that you've stopped a fire from happening. No flashing lights, no crowds, no news cameras. That customer never needed to call and complain. That curling iron you bought has an automatic shutoff. Organizations tend to celebrate firefighters. They tend to get a lot of time, energy, and resources. The failures and problems they manage follow a predictable cycle of ad hoc fixes that don't last long and lead to additional failures down the line. Fire preventers, on the other hand, are not celebrated as often. These are people that ensure the fire never starts. They address root causes with solutions that are effective and long-lasting. Fire preventers and their contributions are often overlooked. Another challenge with fire prevention is that it takes time away from firefighting. When the building is on fire, all hands are on deck. We forget that other sparks might be lighting future fires, which means we have to borrow from our current resources, adding work to their plate to achieve the benefit in the long run. Is your organization putting resources into firefighting or fire prevention? Organizations that have a culture of firefighting are reactive. They often use measurements that are only tracking negative impacts after the failure or problem has occurred. Because they have been celebrated for so long, challenges to a firefighting culture can be met with defensiveness. They take pride in their accomplishments, both at home and at work. Organizations that have a culture of fire prevention are proactive, often using measurements that are able to predict a problem before it occurs. They are transparent and open about change and improvement. They ask for feedback to ensure a customer's needs are always prioritized. As you adopt a continuous improvement mindset, you will most likely be shifting your organization's culture from firefighting to fire prevention. My challenge to you this week is to identify someone on your team that is a fire preventer and give them the recognition they deserve.